again, everyone, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season with the 2019 mod with the 2021 car set. And we're here at the Magic Mile at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Ryan Blaney on the pole once again. Ryan setting off some blistering laps, and we are here on the outside of the preferred lane here at New Hampshire in our Critical Role Camaro, and a few rows back is Brandon in that 27 Mountain Dew Toyota for 30 laps here at New Hampshire. Green flag is out, starting in third gear because, as you can see, the AI cars are not rolling that fast at all. We're in no hurry to get up through the gears because we're boxed in anyway, side by side with Bubba Wallace on the inside and the 41. To our inside as well, Brandon making it 3 wide back there under Almirola, and Reddick will get a massive run down the back straightaway, but we cannot go anywhere. Sort of trapped and pigeonholed back here. Brandon forcing his way up into Almirola, and oh, Bubba Wallace takes a slide. That will bring out the yellow. A little bit of damage, but at least we are going to be single filed out, and I think it may be too early for pit stops. We'll have to see. So it was indeed way too early to pit, but a few of those cars decided to anyway. Those are going to be the easiest passes we will make all day, and no one can make it from here. So a little bit of questionable action from the AI, but we are back rolling behind Cole Custer, Brandon right behind us. And once we get to that line, we are going down to the inside, and this is where we can try to make up some time, but we do need to be in that middle groove. If you're running down there on the bottom, you cannot get through the corner as quick as you can the higher you are. So we'll try to take advantage of that. Get under the 37 here. As long as they don't force us to that yellow line, we should be okay. But if you do go down to that yellow line, you have your work cut out for you with this sort of progressive banking. 37 fighting back hard on the outside. Ryan Preece not letting us go. But we will complete that pass right there, settle in behind Christopher Bell. And if those guys run side by side in front, then that is going to be conducive to exactly what we need to do here. Get on the brakes late under Christopher Bell, sorting out behind Kurt Busch. Looks like Priest got around Brandon, but he's holding strong right there behind that 37. We just need to make some moves going forward. And with Logano and Truex on the bottom, hopefully we can make a run. And Austin Dillon does put a car to that second groove. We may catch up as well, but having to get off the corner 1 lane lower kills that momentum. But as long as we can stay under the 1 of Kurt Busch, we'll be okay. Staying under the 17. Woo! Really loose on entry, but we managed to catch it. No harm, no foul, no worse for the wear. But that did hurt our exit a bit. Kurt Busch fights back on the high side. We're going to keep him behind that 17. Yeah, and Buescher comes down once more. Really not wanting to give up this spot. Hard-fought battle. Brandon gets a really good run off of turn 2. He'll follow us in, and now that we're side by side with the 17, we should be able to put him away. Trying to de-wedge the car with that lower lane just a bit, get it to turn a little better on exit. We certainly don't need any help on entry, that is for sure. Car gets unstable, but we catch it, use that second groove. And finally, back single file behind Austin Dillon. Brandon is now going to have to try to fight that 17 just as we did the lap before. And with Larson going to the inside there, that's going to put Logano out to the high lane. And Larson does drop back in line. We need them to continue to run side by side in front of us the entire corner exit to really capitalize. Whoa, Larson looked really out of shape right there. A handful of wheel, cranking it back to the right, keeping it off that 22. And slowly and surely getting the run off of turn 2 under Austin Dillon here. We can break him into the corner a bit, get our fender under. But corner exit is where we're really going to suffer here. We just need to get some acceleration down into the door a bit. Luckily, no cut tires in this simulation. But man, that might have been a cut tire if that was real life, with those side skirts right next to our front tire. Complete the pass on the 3, working on the 5, and there's a gap we can slide up into if we can outdrive Larson into the corner. Brandon following us through, working that 3 car, so side by side for both of us. Ryan Blaney still leads, Kevin Harvick in second, Keselowski in third, Kyle Busch in fourth, and Alex Bowman rounding out your top 5. So a solid top 10 for myself and Brandon after starting midfield, with a little bit more than half the race to go. These guys are looking comparative on lap times. We might snooker them with some pit strategy. Maybe some right side tires if they take 4 would gain us some ground. It really just depends on how hard we're abusing those left side tires. Maintaining behind Logano a bit. Brandon maintaining behind us. Everyone pretty much even Steven as these laps tick down. Now with Truex looking under Bowman, that's going to help us a bit, especially if Truex can keep it pinned side by side under that 48, as it does look like he is. Logano tries to get the run on the high side, but Truex dips back in line. That's not what we needed to catch him. We needed Logano to fill that spot. With these guys running this close, they may start making a move, and I did see a lap car coming into view, so that may slow down the leaders a bit, especially with some side-by-side runs. Truex tries Bowman again. Looks like he's a little bit further up on Alex this time around. And if Logano can keep that space filled, Truex is not going to be able to get to the top. Almost like a plate track that's shuffling Alex Bowman to the rear. But Alex should have the drive off the corner to keep Truex honest. And yes, indeed, that is slowing up Logano a bit, and we can make that advantage. Oh, Logano thinks about closing that door. If we can keep Logano pinned behind the 48, that would be good for us. Hard racing here in the middle, but I think we got Joey this time. Now that they're single file, they're not going to be slowing each other up. We have to make the move. And we get almost a car width under Logano. And there we go. We'll be able to complete that pass, get to the outside, and Brandon's going to have to work on Logano behind us. And if Bowman is slowed up by Truex, we can try to take advantage, but they look spaced out enough. We need Alex to get aggressive, try to pass that 19, but they're 3 lap cars on the front straightaway. If Blaney can't get by them cleanly, they're going to come right back to us. And it is going to be a 5 to 7 car race for the lead if Blaney and Harvick get really slowed up. There goes Blaney to the bottom. Harvick will follow. They're probably going to be able to complete that pass okay. So the leaders aren't slowed up too awful much, but Brad may be. Brad fighting back on the bottom. He should get the drive and complete that pass. Brandon now under Bowman and will make that pass as well. And Kyle Busch trying to get under the 99 and could not do it. So Daniel Suarez slowing up. Busch and Truex both dive to the bottom. We'll take advantage. 3 wide, carry that momentum under Busch. Get a twofer going into turn 3. Side by side, just 2 wide now. Suarez did drop back. Brandon following Truex through, so he makes that pass as well. And we can pin Kyle behind the 77 car. And down into turn 1 cleanly, Brandon takes advantage and gets around Kyle Busch as well. So lap cars playing havoc, and only 1 more to go with Chase Briscoe here. No worries, no stress around the 14. Brandon will follow through on the bottom as well. And now we've moved up to 4th, but no help from up front. And we have quite a bit to go to catch Blaney. Yeah, especially if we're not going to see any more lap cars. It'll be interesting to see if anyone comes down pit road, maybe comes out. But no help from the front. This is going to be all drive here behind Keselowski, trying to get that pull. I think we're a little better on entry. Exit, Keselowski pulls us just a bit, but we are within striking distance now. Yeah, much better on entry in turn 1. We're able to brake a lot later and keep the car set. Car isn't as loose as tires are wearing. So we can be a little bit aggressive going into these corners, but too aggressive and the tire wear will really start to amplify. But moving under Keselowski, he keeps that fender on the outside and clear him off the corner just barely, settling into 3rd. That may have slowed up Brad just a bit, but Brandon stays in line, and it looks like Kevin Harvick trying to get by Blaney. That's going to help us out a bit. We may be able to trap one of these guys behind, depending on what Harvick does. Harvick stays in line, going for the lead. And a 2 for going into turn 3. We will almost clear Blaney. Have to keep it on the bottom, and Blaney slips up just a bit. We'll complete that pass, and away we go. Harvick now making the move on Blaney. Brandon in 4th. Oh, Brandon's trying to be a little bit aggressive, looking on the inside of Kevin Harvick there. Looks like indeed Brandon will put Harvick back to 3rd, maybe even 4th with Keselowski. And we may have saved enough fuel to go the rest of the way by a lap or 2. We're going to be on old tires though, so we'll really have to take care of our stuff, and if a yellow comes out, hitting for 2 tires certainly wouldn't be out of the question. Brandon on the bottom under Ryan Blaney. Harvick right there to pounce, and we have the 38 of Alfredo in front of us. Yeah, that side-by-side battle has lost Brandon a lot of time, but he's clear of Blaney now. And Alfredo moving to pit road. That's going to be an easy pass. As well as the 00 of Quinn Houff. And the 7 of LaJoie is in front of us, and there is Brad coming off of pit road, so that will put Brad 1 lap down. Can we make these tires last the rest of the way? That is the question. Since it's just me and Brandon on this lap now, it feels we don't have to run too awful hard, as hard as Brandon's going to run. Yeah, a lot of cars on pit road getting right side tires. That's the rest of the leaders 1 lap down. Blaney goes 1 lap down. And there's the 38 going 2 down. Corey LaJoie trying to stretch this thing out. So LaJoie is actually going to make a pass on those cars that are 2 laps down, I feel. Unless he had an extra pit stop in there that we didn't see. But here comes LaJoie on pit road. The seas are parting here, which is great for us. We'll be chasing down the 00 that is off of pit road with new tires. So we may run into one of those weird situations where the lap cars are as fast as the leaders because the leaders stayed out and the lap cars are on new tires. We are catching him quite a bit though. We need to catch him in a good place. 1 slip up and Brandon will be there to fill that spot. More cars on pit road. Looking to the left, just a few have trickled out, so it feels like myself and Brandon are the only ones that have not come down to pit road yet. And as these tires wear, it's going to be tough to get by the 00 in front of us. If we can catch him in the braking section, I think we'll be okay. Maybe going into turn 1 will be the best for us. We still have outright power. Using that power to get the spot, we'll be able to get down to the inside in turn 1. Half is going to fight back strong on the outside, keeping us pinned down, roll out. That could have been really bad for us if he pressed the issue and kept us pinned down to the bottom. So now just fighting back with LaJoy. We'll see if Brandon can catch Half cleanly. And 1 lap to go. Brandon has dropped back just a bit. His tires may be a little bit used up trying to catch us. So get the power down clean off of 2. Power under the 7 will be okay, I think. Caught LaJoy in a good place. And so far, so good. Coming off of turn number 4. Looks like New Hampshire will be ours. Solid run for us. Brandon will come in second, and the rest of the pack was forced to come to pit road. So the top 5 is going to be interesting to see where it shakes out. Brandon in second. 3rd place, Brad Keselowski. 4th place, Ryan Blaney. 5th place, Kevin Harvick. 6th place, Martin Truex Jr. 7th place, Alex Bowman. 8th place, Chase Elliott. 9th place, Joey Logano. Rounding out your top 10 is Matt DiBenedetto. And after the Atlanta race where Bubba had that huge crash, Almirola actually gets into Brandon a bit. Brandon moves up a bit. Almirola keeps it straight, hard in the fence for Bubba Wallace. So your standings after New Hampshire, that is our 9th win of the year. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is your cutoff driver. Alex Bowman almost 1 race ahead. So the battle is for 16th on back to 19th. And we have a 2-week break before we get into a pair of road courses. So in 2 weeks, we'll see you at Watkins Glen for a tried and true road course. Should be fun. But until then, like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you after the Olympics for Watkins Glen. Take care.